Welcome to the inaugural Indigenous Superstar Music Awards 2022, featuring music performances from today's top Indigenous artists and awards for Best Female, Best Male, Best Country Artist, Hip Hop, Pop, and many more. We hope you sit back and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, international mezzo-soprano singer, Rhonda Head.
Indigenous Superstars Music Awards. Well, everyone, this is year one recognizing the unique artistry of Indigenous musicians globally through our online network. This event is held to encourage Indigenous artists to increase awareness of your craft and gain recognition online through promotion and other forms of media. Indigenous music is being recognized throughout the world and gaining momentum every day. I want to thank all of the musicians that submitted their artistry. Before we announce the awards, let's thank the awesome people who made this event happen. And another big round of applause for our generous sponsors. LA Studio Productions, where we are doing the show from today, the Ballantyne family from Opaskwayak Cree Nation, the Sakiwe Festival, the Frog Radio, Raven Radio, Western Radio, the Manitowabi Festival, and my sister Annette Head, who made the beautiful awards. Now, before we hand out the awards, I would like to introduce singer, songwriter, powwow dancer, and hand drum, Garvin McKay. I would like to take a minute to thank the judges for all their expertise, dedication, and hard work. Now let's get things started. Our first ever of the Indigenous Superstars Music Awards for Best Pop Artist is Melody MacArthur. Melody MacArthur is a melodic hip-hop artist hailing originally from Treaty 8 territory in northern Alberta, Canada. MacArthur is a two-time Edmonton Music Award nominee, 2018 and 19, for Indigenous Recording of the Year, and holds a Bachelor's of Arts degree from the University of Alberta.
When I first saw you, I was in love. My heart could not trust. I would have sold my soul to follow you around. Now my life's so messed up. I thought of giving you up. I swore the last time was the last time you'd let me down. I didn't wanna repeat patterns of patriarchy. I can't believe I am the person staring back at me. How do I leave? How do I grieve? How do I let go of the fantasy? How could I choose lies over truth? How do I let go and learn to breathe?
Our second award is for Best Folk Artist. The winner is Sandra Suter.
Walking through the forest, wild and free, I can hear the voices calling me, following a distant guiding light. Something draws me closer, sound and sight. I see standing people like a dream, shadows in the moonlight watching me. I'm talking to the spirits from the past. I won't be the first, won't be the last. Standing guard on sacred ground. Standing people watch the world go round.
Her family of origin is from the Red River area in Manitoba and settled in Isle Lacrosse, Big River, and Muskeg Lake in Saskatchewan, as well as other various points across the prairies. Next up, I would like to introduce Diane Pelly as she introduces the best Opaskwayak Cree Nation recording artist in memory of Rick Ballantyne.
Tansa, my name is Diane Pelly and I'm from Opaskwayak Cree Nation. I'd like to thank Rhonda Head today for allowing me to introduce the Opaskwayak Cree Nation Indigenous Superstars Music Award. This award is for OCN recording artists only. And it's also dedicated to the late Rick Daniel Ballantyne, who was an OCN member and an avid musician. I'll tell you a little bit about Rick. Rick grew up in a Métis community of Umperville settlement next to Opaskwayak Cree Nation. When Rick was 12, he experienced a life-changing moment. He was in Saskatchewan with family who were staying at a hotel, and a band was actually staying next door, and he could hear them playing. Well, from there, he wanted a guitar, and he never looked back. He had such an amazing talent. He was self-taught, and in turn, taught many other people to learn how to play guitar. It was his passion. He was a good teacher, and he always used his quiet and respectful manner in doing so. He was part of several bands in Opaskwayak, including River Horse. He also played with other bands, including Frozen Ducks, when they asked him. At the age of 20, his talent could have taken him to celebrity status when a local store owner referred his name as a potential guitarist for Guns N' Roses, who were actually playing in Toronto. But he declined as he was expecting his first child, Brianna, and remained himself a star in his own way. Throughout his life, music was his passion, as I had mentioned, but his biggest passion was also his children, his 4 children. He was a single dad for many years and a grandfather as well. Rick was also a hunter, a trapper, and a fisherman. And Rick gained his treaty status in Opaskwarak Cree Nation back in 1988 through Bill C-31. Rick's grandfather, notably, is also Chief Cornelius Bignell. Rick will always be remembered for sharing his love of music with his family and his friends. And today, I have the honor of presenting this prestigious award to an OCN recording artist. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce the recipient, Desiree Dorian. Congratulations, Desiree. We're all proud of you here in Opaskwarak Cree Nation. Thank you.
Sometimes I drink, get a buzzing in my brain. I don't wanna complain, but I'm going insane. Sometimes I like a glass of wine on Friday night at the Lonesome High. Forget about the bills and chill, forget about everything. It's been all uphill. I don't do this all the time, I just need this tonight. Well, I might get it wrong, but I'm just trying to get it right. Sometimes I drink, get a buzzing in my brain. I don't wanna complain, but I'm going insane. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pour just a little bit more, try to ignore it. Sometimes I drink. Yeah, sometimes I drink. I've been carrying the weight of the world now. I deserve a night with the girls. I don't need a guy to buy me a drink. I don't need anyone to buy me anything. I've been trying to do it all, but I'm not doing anything right. No, I don't do this all the time, but I just need this tonight. Alright, sometimes I drink, get a buzzing in my brain. I don't wanna complain, but I'm going insane. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pour just a little bit more, try to ignore you. Sometimes I drink. Yeah, sometimes I drink. Yeah, sometimes I drink. Sometimes I get drunk. I don't do this all the time, I just need this tonight. Well, I might get it wrong, but I'm just trying to get it right. Yeah, sometimes I drink, get a buzzing in my brain. I don't wanna complain, but I'm going insane. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pour just a little bit more, try to ignore you. Sometimes I drink. Yeah, sometimes I drink. Oh, yeah, yeah, sometimes I drink. I said sometimes I drink. Yeah, sometimes I drink. Sometimes I get drunk.
Okay, girls, I'm gonna call us a cab.
Desiree is one of the most celebrated artists in country music in Manitoba. Desiree has had 4 songs chart in the top 100 on the Canadian music charts, along with several of them on the Indigenous music countdowns. Now, when it comes to making an album, an important part of the process is the album cover art. I'm proud to recognize the best cover art winner, Robin Kissick.
I kinda think I'm going crazy. My senses getting sorta hazy right now. I have a fear of all this power taking me over by the hour. I'm fine, I'm fine.
melodic and moody electropop, and introspective and vulnerable lyrics. Robin's inspiration comes from her experience and her Indigenous heritage, which takes form in her music through concepts, alternative beats, and lyrics. Recognizing new talent is something we love about music. Here at the Indigenous Superstars Music Awards, we are proud to feature our Rising Star category in memory of Jackie Black. Every new artist is looking for a venue to play or even an online concert from home. Indigenous Superstars would like to recognize 2020's Rising Star in remembrance of Jackie Black. On January 12, we lost a member of our Manitowabi Festival family, Jackie Black. Jackie is one of the founding team members of the Manitowabi Festival when it began in 2006 and has undertaken the positions of powwow coordinator, education day coordinator, sponsorship, communications, and for the last 7 years as the manager for the Indigenous Music Awards and Arts Program. Jackie always embraced and lived life to the fullest. She was a friend to everyone, and she loved so deeply. She was a fierce protector of her family and friends. She was a great supporter of Indigenous music and mentored many young artists. We will always remember the sound of her laughter, her infectious giggle, and her kind and generous heart. Her legacy will live on through the stories she wrote and through the people she loved. She was a child of the rainbow, and now she is our shining star. We had quite a few to pick from this year, and the winner is Melody MacArthur.
When I first saw you, I was in love. My heart could not trust. I would have sold my soul to follow you around. Now my life's so messed up. I thought of giving you up. I swore the last time was the last time you'd let me down. I didn't wanna repeat patterns of patriarchy. I can't believe I am the person staring back at me. How do I leave? How do I grieve? How do I let go of the fantasy? How could I choose lies over truth? How do I let go and learn to breathe? When he first touched me, I knew that it was over with you. I threw my life away to feel the love of someone new. Thought he was different and good, that for a moment we could. Turns out they're all the same. I'm right back where I already stood. I didn't mean to repeat mistakes of matriarchy. I can't believe I am.
Our Humanitarian Award this year goes to a man who is a member of the Yaqui people of the southern Arizona at the forefront of a new generation of Native Americans making a career performing classical music. This individual earned a master's degree in performance from the University of Arizona in 1997. He has taught at all educational levels from elementary through college and serves as a competition adjudicator. Throughout the pandemic, this maestro also performed over 160 free online concerts to promote healing with his music. He recently donated one of his guitars to the Bahe Whitthorne Foundation that provides youth an opportunity and a better life in the arts. It is my pleasure to present the Humanitarian Award to Maestro Gabriel Ayala. We had a lot of entries for this next award. This, our first ever Indigenous Superstars Music Awards. Tonight, I would like to say it was a tough decision for our judges, but they selected a fantastic star for Best Female Artist. And the winner is Desiree Dorian.
Sometimes I drink, get a buzzing in my brain. I don't wanna complain, but I'm going insane. Sometimes I like a glass of wine on Friday night at the Lonesome High. Forget about the bills and chill, forget about everything. It's been all uphill. I don't do this all the time, I just need this tonight. Well, I might get it wrong, but I'm just trying to get it right. Sometimes I drink, get a buzzing in my brain. I don't wanna complain, but I'm going insane. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pour just a little bit more, try to ignore it. Sometimes I drink.
This category is one of the most exciting categories to judge, and it was very close. Our winner is Bill Relic LeBlanc. Compared to the likes of artists like Struggle Jennings, Everlast, or Kid Rock, he is heavily influenced by genres outside of hip-hop, including country, blues, folk, and rock. With songs featured in movies and television, Relic often collaborates with an array of talented musicians and creative minds, including his steadfast band, Signal from Earth. Let's welcome Relic to the show.
Oh, Danse, kakyo, kinanaskomten, hi. Thank you for this huge honor. I can't believe that they asked me to film this, which means that we won at the Indigenous Superstars Awards. This is a huge honor. I want to say thank you, Kinanaskomten, hi, to the creator, Manitou, for making all of this possible, for giving us health and keeping us safe in this time that we're in. I also want to thank my wife, my beautiful wife, for all her support, Naftali, to my kids, Faith, Shay, Kyle, Aaron, Elijah, baby Ronan, all my kids. I got a whole backyard full of them. Thank you to my kids for their support. And big thank you to my band. Couldn't done this album without the band. We had a very different year this year, in these last couple years actually, of sending files back and forth and recording different ways. These guys are amazing and make me sound good. I am good, but they make me sound better. Q on the drums, Daniel on percussion, Smokey on pedal steel, James on the harp and the keys, and Muka on the bass. To everybody else, the session players like Eric and Michael and Austin, anybody who was a session player with Relic in the last few years, I want to thank you guys. A big thank you to my late mom, my late Nagawi. She is everything to me and everything she did for me growing up with music. I also want to thank Bert and Jeremy and everybody at Windspeaker Media and CFWE Radio 89.3 The Raven for this new venture that I'm on in radio. These beautiful paintings you see in this control room, in this radio room right here, those are all Bert Crowfoot's. Thank you to them for their support in my music and bringing me on this journey that is radio. Thank you to the Indigenous Superstars Committee, importantly, because if you didn't vote for me, I wouldn't be here winning this award. So thank you so much. Hi, Kenaskompton, Eximaga Kitam, we will do it again.
Another dollar for the karma machine. It's like rolling on a full tank now, still caught in between darkness and the light and the noise that it creates. It's just an ordinary day and it's full of mistakes. I'm like a train wreck heading down the eastbound track. Can't turn back now, cause I come too far. I go crash, boom, bang, watch me do my thing. Like the model in the mess, no matter where we are. Oh, and I'm neither here nor there. I sleepwalk through life, pretending people care, and I tell myself, is it ever enough? That old life train's tough, but you just tearing it up. Oh.
Growing up listening to the likes of AC/DC, Poison, and so many others, this next category is one that still remains close to my heart. Best rock video goes to Michael Paul. Michael Paul is a singer-songwriter born in Point Blue, an Innu community located on the shores of St. Lac-Jean, located on the unceded Nistasinan traditional territory of the Innu people. He is one of the pioneers of his community in the music industry, where he has worked for 26 years.
Le regard qui se perd vers l'horizon lointain, tant de splendeur et de beauté sur le chemin de l'aurore. Les mestas ne me l'éteignent, où tes menaces squattent. Bichou, tes buscar bichou. Esta me loiste. Sarasish kawasiuyan. Yaponteyan menace quoi? Dépêche-toi, blessissette, et ne que me tard. C'est soit pour soi. Des mestas me lo eten. sur le sommet des montagnes.
More and more Indigenous youth were starting to connect with a new form of music from the likes of Eminem, Dr. Dre, and the legend Tupac. Kids on the reservations were taken to hip-hop and rap. This became a style of music that would resonate. See what I did there? Resonate? Hey, we're sick, eh? With that happening in their own lives, and with that came a new way to tell your unique story. This year, the Indigenous Superstars Music Awards Best Hip Hop Artist winner is Stun Winston Chubb.
I am native, I live and conquer all my problems. I can make it, the day I drop is the day I honor. I am native, this blood inside us rise and prosper. I am native, just say it out loud. Makes you strong. It's a third world lifestyle, acting like a lunatic. Whipped by the priest while they worship the crucifix. Abused and kicked, they called me a stupid kid. Lost my language, I speak like I'm losing it. All we need is love in the world of corruption. How can we function without that drug shit? Call it violence, then they make assumptions. Labels me a loser, giving me the substance. Rise above this, you know what you feel like. You shouldn't die just to experience real life. I realize for the people are still blind. We're criticized by the lies and they still hide. You need some information? Here's a brochure so you can see what happens behind closed doors. You won't ignore like looking at a cold sore. On stolen land, don't act like you're so poor. I am native, I live and conquer all my problems. I can make it, the day I drop is the day I honor. I am native, this blood inside us rise and prosper.
Cleverly written punchlines and adjacent wordplay, Stun involved his own aspect of lyricism into the music. He is the inspirational role model for young Indigenous men and boys, displaying his ethnicity and culture to the full potential while practicing the general outlook of an Indigenous being. This next award goes out to the Best Music Video winner. And the winner is CJ Lone and the Bloodshots. Woohoo! Since the late 2003, when they formed, the Bloodshots have become one of the most sought-after rock acts in Winnipeg has produced in recent years. With a highly energetic stage performance you need to see, the sky is the limit for this grunge revival rock act. As I said earlier in the show, we love new music and artists. Tonight, our judges have selected a best for emerging artists. The winner is Robin Kissick.
Going crazy. My senses getting sort of hazy right now. I have a fear of all this power taking me over by the hour. I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Best Native American Flute category winner is Jan Michael Looking Wolf, an enrolled Kalapuya member of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde who resides within his indigenous homelands in Oregon. And honored Army veteran Jan Michael Looking Wolf is a world-renowned Native American flute player that has dedicated his life to sharing and teaching the Native American flute. Radio still plays a huge part in Indigenous artists getting their music out to the public, so we only thought it appropriate to select a station that has been a huge supporter of Indigenous music for several years now. Best Indigenous radio show goes to The Raven, 89.3 FM, Edmonton. Windspeaker.com is dedicated to providing objective, mature, and balanced coverage of news, information, and entertainment relevant to Indigenous issues and peoples while maintaining profound respect for the values, principles, and traditions of Indigenous people. Inform, impact, inspire, Indigenous, independent. This next category has a special place in a lot of Indigenous people's hearts. With so many entries Our judges had to take a break just to catch up on their sleep. And the Best Country Award goes to Desiree Dorian.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to say a massive thank you for selecting me as your Country Artist of the Year with Indigenous Superstars. This is a really, really special platform that my friend Rhonda Head created from the ground up to promote Indigenous artists right across Turtle Island, and it's a privilege and pleasure to spend this evening with you, and of course, thank you for this award.
This is Desiree's third win tonight. Congratulations. Best Indigenous Language Inuk winner is Michael Paul. This is Michael's second win tonight. Congratulations.
Le regard qui se perd vers l'horizon lointain.
Lifetime Achievement Award is in memory of Vince Fontaine. Vince Fontaine was a visionary connecting people through music, culture, understanding, and sharing. The underlying work of Vince did was to connect people and raise awareness throughout the Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities alike, taking his efforts to the world stage and inspiring people from all around the globe via his conceptualization of both Eagle and Hawk and Indian City. Vince was a talented guitar player, writer, and producer of both projects, as well as a mentor to many that he inspired, including myself. This year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner is Jan Michael Looking Wolf. Jan Michael Looking Wolf is a musician, educator, author, and humanitarian. Jan was the first Native American to receive the Global Music Awards Lifetime Achievement Award. His first Native American inducted into the Hall of Fame by One World Music Radio, a modern master of the Native American flute and premier performer of the instrument of our time. An enrolled Kalapuya member of the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde who resides within his Indigenous homelands in Oregon, and honored Army veteran. Jan Michael Looking Wolf is a world-renowned Native American flute player that has dedicated his life to sharing and teaching the Native American flute. Following 2 strokes from a rare hereditary enzyme disorder prone to Native American people, Jan Michael was a paraplegic for almost a year in his late 20s. His prognosis was to be paralyzed for the rest of his life and never walk again. After returning to his tribal reservation, Jan Michael received a miraculous healing and recovered 100%. It was during that time that he started playing the Native American flute. Jan Michael's lifeway and musical expressions are based on the tradition of one heart. In short, it is a universal truth that everyone is equal regardless of the color of our skin, tribal affiliation, language we speak, income, gender, faith, nationality, or personal beliefs. One heart is the recognition of unity through diversity. Traveling a broad range of musical styles with 28 commercial albums spanning nearly 3 decades, his recordings have garnered 73 awards and multiple top 10 rankings in the global radio charts.
Hello, everyone. It's such an honor to accept these awards from the Indigenous Superstars. I would just like to thank Rhonda and her team for all the amazing. Hello, everyone. It's such an honor to accept these awards from the Indigenous Superstars. I would just like to thank Rhonda and her team for all the amazing work to support Indigenous artists from Turtle Island. I'm just filled with gratitude to join you all tonight, and Reflecting back, there have been so many folks, so much family in my tribe that have contributed to my journey. I wouldn't be sitting here tonight after this body of work and these decades of making music with this Lifetime Achievement Award without all of them and all of you. So I just would like to extend my gratitude to you. With all of you, without all of you, I'm nothing. Without all of you, my music doesn't exist. And without the creator, I don't even have breath to make music. So I'm humbled. I'm grateful that we have these Indigenous music initiatives out there for Indigenous people, for Native people. I think that's amazing. I'm broadcasting tonight here from within my tribal homelands where I live in my house. This is my studio. And I'm honored to live with my people, the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. I'm the Kalapuya tribe from that confederation. My great-grandfather signed the treaty, the Willamette Valley Treaty. I speak my language, and I'm with my people. So I'm also grateful for that. You know, that's part of who we all are. We all human beings, we all come from Mother Earth. We all come from someone Indigenous if they go back far enough. Some of us are very blessed to be able to live in our Indigenous communities today, and that's great. All of us, though, come from Mother Earth. We're all related. We're all related. And we all have a voice inside of us. If that's music through oral tradition that shares our story. I have been able to tell my story through music. It's been a path that I'm just so grateful for, a very long path. And the flute has just been medicine in my life, good medicine. So I'm here just to reach out to all of you and say, express yourselves, tell your story. Your story is important. So I was requested to play a song as part of this appearance, and I would like to go ahead, and this is the flute that I play on my reservation. I just played it earlier this week on my reservation at an elder's funeral, at an elder's burial. Uli Tuli, in my language, this is my flute, and it's a very special flute. And I would like to dedicate this song to all of you. I send you all out good medicine. I know that we're in the pandemic and that there's a lot going on. So this is my gratitude, my song of gratitude for each of you, a love song, a song with the hope that we can love each other and love ourselves and live in harmony. So Indigenous superstars, Hayumasi, many thanks. This is for you.
Congratulations to all the winners again. I want to invite you to watch Indigenous Superstars Weekly on the Indigenous Superstars Facebook page, where we are proud to feature the world's best Indigenous artists. We are planning on hosting next year's event live on a stage right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Thank you all for tuning in. Keep your feet on the ground and music to your ear. Kinanaska mitnaun, anao au, eguse, kitam piwap mitin.